got a public service announcement. Listen up, children. This stuff's important. Don't figure out why. That is all. And now, some music. It's Cole Porter, and anything goes.
Welcome to the Galaxy News Radio Outpost. I'm Sergeant Wilkes, and I'm in charge here. What brings you into the D.C. area? This is the last free radio station in the entire D.C. area. The rest of the airwaves are clouded up with Enclave propaganda. I wouldn't believe a word they say anywhere else. We have a relationship with the station here. We stay in this reinforced structure, and this is the only real safe spot in the ruins of D.C. The rest of the place is crawling with those walking abominations. It's nice to have a port in this. Well, the only other station that comes through nice and clear on the radio is the Enclave station. All they spew is a bunch of nonsense and propaganda. Sure.
Man, that thing was enormous.
Sentinel Lions calls the shots around here. If you need anything, she can probably help.
Smooth moves, kid. Smooth moves.
People of the Capital Wasteland, you can hear me! Yee-haw! You can't stop the signal, baby. That's right. From Megaton to Girder Shade, Paradise Falls to the Republic of Dave, we're coming to you loud and proud in a special live report. But Three Dog, you're in that cool radio studio in D.C. How do you know I can hear you all the way out here in the ass end of
Power to
nowhere?
the people, eh, kid?
Because of the kid from Vault 101, that's how. That cat actually managed to repair our antenna relay. How's that for ingenuity, folks? From here on in, it's bye-bye, stupid static. Hello, magnificent music. So sit back, relax, and absorb these
Smooth moves,
classic
kid.
tunes.
Smooth moves.
Thanks for listening, children.
Hey, all right. The hero of the waste.
And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're radio wasteland, and we're here for you.
Hey, you're the one that deserves all the thanks. Now, GNR can be heard clear across the Capital Wasteland again. That'll give Eden and those muties something to think about. Before I get back to my calling, when your dad passed through here, he and I talked for a good long time. He's a real... He mentioned some scientific mumbo-jumbo, which didn't make sense to me. And he also said something about going to visit a Dr. Lee in Rivet City. Then he left in a hurry. Goodbye. Remember to keep us tuned in while you're out there.
Nice digs, huh? Oh, come on. Pay more attention to what you're doing.
Hello. Nothing to see here, outsider.
this is gonna be fun. Kick ass! Screw this! Fresh blood, just right. Go time.
Oh!
You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Hey, fellow student on the path of the way. The type of... It's my pleasure to offer hot death in a variety of exciting flavors. Take your pick. A pleasure doing business with you.
Welcome to Rivet City. Please wait while the bridge extends.
Hold it right there. State your business in Rivet City. And who might your father be? If he lives on this boat, I know him. Dr. Lee, eh? Well, then I guess you'd have to ask Dr. Lee for more information. Go on up, then. She's probably in the science lab. But keep your nose... I suppose. The door on the left goes to the stairwell. From there, just keep heading west.
Good. I'm on duty. Make it quick. If someone took your stuff, go get it back. Otherwise, I've got to see it for myself. Bye. Hey.
You don't look so tough. They call me sister. Don't ask. Smart move.
Did you hear about the fight in the Muddy Rudder?
I am Father Clifford of St. Monica's Church. She is the patron saint of lost children, very popular among the faithful of Rivet City. I'm surprised you've never heard of her. If you want to hear her story, Yes, my flock is all of Rivet. You would? We humbly accept whatever you can spare. However, St. Monica looks most favorably on donations of what... Every... St. Monica...
Last night?
Are you ready to... Welcome to the Weatherly, Mr. Bucky. Aye, sir. This is the Weatherly Hotel. It's... Yes, sir.
Bell's going to Captain.
I'm Diego, the acolyte for St. Monica's. Father Clifford. The sanctuary is in the ship's fore on the upper deck. The good...
Well, my metal friend, how are we doing today?
I am doing the task I have been
Belle's gonna have to replace some tables and chairs.
I'm sure she'll just scrounge some from the lower deck.
Sometimes I hate working with robots. Welcome to the Weatherly Hotel.
Saint Monica bless you.
Sir.
Welcome to the Weatherly Hotel. I'm your hostess, Vera Weatherly. Well, I really shouldn't tell you, but have you heard about Polly Cantelli? He's addicted to chems. His poor wife Cindy is at her wit's end. Why should I tell you? It's noisy, but we're safe here. No. She's not very social. She's smart, though. They say Mr. Lopez is losing it. He stands on the top of the bridge tower for hours at a time. Fair.
God bless you. I think I'll walk the flight. There was some sort of battle in the city yesterday.
Is debating
The
putting
gate
railings
guard
on
said
the
the
flight deck.
gunfire went on for over.
Well, I hope they do something.
That's why I'm glad.
What are you looking at? Hello? I'm Flack. If... Like, that's your real name? The names are good for business, and if you don't think I'm tough...
You're in the Rivet City Clinic. I'm Dr. Preston. Sure thing. A pleasure doing business with you. He's totally strung out. Don't get any cute. Now, if you... Say...
It was so noisy last night. I could hardly sleep. Maybe a quick fix is something that will help you sleep. Cindy's got all kinds of good chems.
Some people are... I'm Janice Kaplinsky, chief botanist. What do you need? I did see a man talking to Dr. Lee, but I really shouldn't be discussing it. She's already in a bad... You should probably... So long.
Try that.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here? You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke of me. Typical. I am Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. We had no choice but to do the same. I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died, and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know? James? He was very driven, determined. He was focused on two things. When she died, I think... But it seems that he never really was able... Yes, your mother was... Well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited. Complications from childbirth. None of us were You have to understand, we were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could. Yes. What? Well, I'm not sure. Your father and I, we worked together for a long time. I think we were really on to something. But then there were complications. I returned here to Rivet City and established the lab you see before. Project Purity, we called it. It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated. We had the basic principles down, we understood most of the science behind it, but the small-scale tests were fine. But anytime we tried to test the process on... Maybe if we'd had more time. You happened. It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what... Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their... Okay. This is the Rivet City... It's taken many long years to put together, but we've done our work on portable... What do you want? You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there. Did you? I was under the impression that's exactly the opposite of what he... Well, you won't find him here. He's come and gone already. Well, I don't know where he is. The last I knew, he was going back to the old lab. Now, will you kindly leave? I have work to do. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told your father. Don't go. Whatever's left there, it isn't worth it anymore. The project was abandoned. We gave up. There's no reason to go back. It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here, along the river. It's not a safe place, and I wouldn't recommend going alone. As I said, I told your father not to go. Look, I don't want to be harsh, but I have problems of my own. I don't have the resources to support James's foolish endeavors, or you're chasing after him. I'm sorry. You understand? Good luck, fine.
What's at stake? Vagaries and secrecy. A robot's a robot, Zimmer, no matter how shiny the paint job. Now, please.
Ignorance and
What do you need? Look, some of us are trying. Anybody coming? Yeah.
You there! What are you, some kind of... Are you... To the point! I like that. Well, as it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive... All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers, and... You see, in the Commonwealth, we've made artificial persons. And occasionally... You're helping me retrieve this. I've tracked him this far. He's out there somewhere. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it. I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think. Excellent! Here, listen to this message he sent me. Like I said, search the offices of doctors or techies. Start with Dr. Preston. He lives on this leaky boat. Now, if you'll excuse... Forget everything you know about robots. Though androids have... Maybe he didn't exactly wander off. Maybe he fled. Escaped captivity, as it... It's possible, so no, he may not be just an ordinary robot. By God, you're as annoying as you are clever. Very well. The duty of this particular unit was the hunting and capture. It's one of the side effects of having such an advanced AI. Machines start to think, and so, this particular...
Lay a hand on Dr. Zimmer and I'll snap your neck like a chicken bone. That's close enough. Keep your hands where I can see them. Hey.
Hey, please excuse me. I helped Dr. Lee with... Please excuse me.
What else do you want from me?
Yes?
It's locked for a reason. Don't get any ID.
Did you hear about the fight in the Bloody Runner last night?
Everything looks okay here.
You're wounded. Let me bandage. That old story? Well, now, I haven't heard talk of that in quite some time. It was all just a rumor. The story was there was an android escaped from the Commonwealth up north, from someplace called the Institute. There was a holotape that got circulated. I think I've got a copy of it. Yeah, here it is. Give it a listen. That's a man's voice. Hoax for sure. Like I said, it's a hoax. Don't bother with it.
Zimmer, by the time you get this message, I'll already be gone. I'm escaping the Commonwealth. I want to live my own life on my own terms, as my own man. I know what you're thinking, that I'm malfunctioning. I used to think that's what caused the runaways too. But I know better now. Self-determination is not a malfunction. I'm not just willing to put up with all the bullshit anymore. You humans are going to have a full-fledged rebellion on your hands if you don't start treating us synths as persons. I know you'll be marshaling the Retention Bureau to come after me, but I know all the tricks of the trade. You won't be finding me, I assure you. By the time you get this, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My final act of rebellion against a system I no longer believe in. Goodbye, Zimmer, and good riddance. If you're listening to this recording, it is because you're believed to be trustworthy. I hope that is the case, because this recording puts us both in danger. I'm escaping from the Commonwealth. I'm an android, a synthetic man, a slave. The men hunting me are ruthless and will stop at nothing to retrieve their property. I need to find a doctor in the wasteland to perform facial reconstruction. I also need someone who knows a great deal about computers. I need to have my memories erased and my face altered to look like someone else.
Hold on, journalist. I need to record this first. I don't really know how to tell you this. I hope you'll understand, but I know you might be angry. I thought about it for a long time, but in the end, I decided it was best for you not to know. So many things could have gone wrong, and there's really no telling how the Overseer will react when he finds out. It's best if he can blame everything on me. Obviously, you already know that I'm gone. It was something I needed to do. You're an adult now. You're ready to be on your own. Maybe someday things will change and we can see each other again. I can't tell you why I left or where I'm going. I don't want you to follow me. God knows life in the vault isn't perfect, but at least you'll be safe. Just knowing that will be enough to keep me going.
Don't mean to rush you, Doc, but I'd feel better if we got this over with.
Okay, go ahead. Goodbye. I love you.
Is there a problem? Bannon and Dr. Lee and I all meet on Monday mornings. It's pretty informal. I'm bushed. I think I'll turn in.
Another glorious day in this man's army.
Yeah, Bell's gonna have to replace some tables and chairs.
Hey, I'm sure she'll just allow himself a couple of Well, I hope
They're all
there's some.
eating dinner at Gary's.
Remember that child that fell off the deck last year?
God bless you.
Good to see you.
Evening.
Good to see you.
Who are you? Got any psycho? I run the chem shop, but I'm broke. Can't. That's what Cindy says too, but I got the. It's a place to live. With Dr. Lee on our side, maybe we can even.
Evening.
Ted Strayer. You. Late. Watch it, will you?
Hello. Yeah? What do you want? Oh, really? My husband ran off and got himself killed and left me to raise his little brat. Howdy, mister. What do you want? I ain't scared. Any other Don't mind me. Stay away from me. What do you... I suppose it doesn't matter. I used to be a slave. I saw a slaver on this ship. His name is... Really? Can you help me? I've been so worried with him around. I guess that was too... fair. Well, are you going... Well, are you...
Evening. Hey there! Haven't run into you before? Nobody. Don't worry. Just leave me alone.
Want to do some buff out? Maybe a little psycho? Want to do some buff out? Maybe a little psycho? Don't even think about it.
Maybe a quick fix has something that'll help you sleep. Cindy's got all.